This book doesn't make people rich. It changes the way their brain thinks about money. Pause. Let that sink in. Most people don't even realize it. And if you feel a little uncomfortable thinking about money right now, that's exactly why. Imagine your brain as a river flowing along predictable paths. On one side, there's the path of security, safety, rules, and comfort. On the other, a path of growth, risk, creativity, and opportunity. Pause for visual effect. Ink spreading slowly. Two paths diverging. The truth is, your brain can only see one path at a time, and most people stick to safety without realizing they're trapped. The poor dad represents safety, rules, and predictability. The rich dad represents risk, growth, and opportunity. Pause for reflection. Psychologists call this fixed mindset versus growth mindset. It's survival versus expansion. Once you see the difference between these two ways of thinking, you can't unsee it. Pause for visual. Ink forming two contrasting silhouettes. That discomfort you feel when thinking about money? That's your brain reacting to ideas it wasn't designed to handle. Your brain is designed to keep you alive, not wealthy. Paycheck feels safe. A business feels dangerous. Pause. Ink smoke spreading slowly. Fear activates your survival centers. When Rich Dad says job security is an illusion, your brain panics. Not because it's wrong, but because it challenges everything it believes about safety. This tension feels heavy, uncomfortable, almost like the ground beneath you is shifting. Employees think in time. How much can I earn per hour? Owners think in systems. How does money work when I'm not here? Pause for effect. Visual. Clock melting into a flowing river of ink. This is a fundamental mental upgrade the book forces. Effort becomes leverage. Labor becomes structure. Earning becomes designing. Beat. Ow. The brain doesn't like this because it hates replacing old software. That's why most people resist the message at first. Kiyosaki describes a simple loop that keeps most people stuck. Fear of not having money, work harder, get paid, temporary relief, fear returns. Pause, loop, visual slow rotation. Psychologists call this the survival loop. Most people never escape it, not because they're lazy, but because fear feels productive. Beat. Slight pause. It feels like motion, even if it's keeping you trapped. Your money beliefs are formed before age 7. Pause. Let that sink in. If your parents said, money is hard, rich people are greedy, or be realistic, your brain recorded that as absolute truth. Rich Dad doesn't fight logic. He fights programming. Visual beat. Child silhouette with words like rules, safe, study fading in and out. That's why this book creates discomfort as much as inspiration. School trains obedience, rules, and safety. Wealth requires breaking rules, asking questions, acting without permission, and learning from mistakes. Pause. Ink bars forming like a cage around figures. This conflict creates cognitive dissonance, and dissonance feels painful. Most people reject the message instead of updating their mindset. Beat. Pause for reflection. The book asks one question that cuts deeper than money. Who am I becoming? Pause. Visual. Old silhouette dissolving, new silhouette forming. Not how much money do I have, but who am I inside? Am I a consumer or a creator? Do I seek comfort or growth? This identity shift is the real transformation. It feels uncomfortable, almost threatening, but that's why it works. Beat. Let the ink flow slowly, showing transformation. People often quit after reading this book. They want motivation. This book gives responsibility. Responsibility is heavy, and the brain dislikes heavy. Pause. Ink. Book closing halfway. Slow motion. That's why many forget the lessons, even if they were inspired at first. Beat. Slight pause. Rich Dad, Poor Dad doesn't change your bank account. It changes the filter your brain uses to see money. Pause. Visual. Ink forming. Think different slowly. Once that filter changes, nothing looks the same again. Beat. Pause. Let it resonate. If this shifted your thinking even slightly, comment REWIRE below.
Oh, well, welcome to the 1K rule where small mental shifts create massive outcomes.
Pause for ending visual. Ink watercolor flowing and fading into the channel logo.